I am gonna go into Yorkton and do the food shop, which is crazy because I haven't been into a supermarket in about 4 or 5 weeks because Matthew and I have actually been utilising the online pickup service that they offer. But now with coronavirus happening, I guess everybody has been kind of utilising it, so there's like a 2-week waiting period. And it's also crazy because this is the first time I will have filled my Jeep up with fuel since the beginning of February, and it's the end of March, which is also insane. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Yorkton, pick up some dog food as well because we ran out of dog food 3 days ago. So we've been basically feeding him our food, which meant we ran out of that quicker. Things are crazy. So let's go see how bad the stores are in Yorkton. And then back to pantry stuff. Food acquired. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Now, let's go home. Good morning there folks, what is happening, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another beautiful day in Saskatchewan. Winter has arrived in Saskatchewan. It's snowing. It's crazy. Yesterday, there was no snow on the ground, things were melting. We even had a lake in our back garden, and now there's like 2-3 inches of snow on the ground. So winter's back. Sometimes it does this in April, sometimes it doesn't. So we are still in quarantine, lockdown. I am still going to work because obviously, if you don't know, I work in a pharmacy. Matthew is back at work this week, but the place is still closed to the public, I believe. And we've just been cracking on with projects and projects and projects and projects at home. The pantry is almost finished. You'll have seen that. It's just got, we just need to put the handles on, but they're not going to arrive for maybe another month or so. And we just need to put the trim back on. And Matthew has been cracking on with his coffee bar for prairies. We just need to do the top tonight. I don't know if you'll have seen that video yet. I didn't film as much as I wanted to because yesterday I wasn't feeling that great. I just kind of laid on the sofa and did nothing. The longest time, Matthew and I have been talking about potentially putting a gym space in the garage. Matthew kind of wants to kind of wants to downgrade and declutter his workshop and use some of the wood that we have acquired over the years because it's substantial. Just in the main garage. In the second detached garage, it's even worse. There's loads of wood. So we've been talking about putting a gym space in the garage, primarily because doing overhead stuff downstairs in the gym is impossible for Matthew, and I occasionally will hit the ceiling, so it'd be nice to not have to kind of worry about hitting the roof. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add? Okay. So, looking at buying equipment like a foldable rack from like Rogue, they've basically sold out of everything with everything going on and people probably making home gyms. And also with everything going on with coronavirus, if they do have a rack to sell, and if the racks come back in stock, they'll take a month or 2 to come to us because they're non-essential, so they will ship slower. So we've been thinking that we might build 2 squat racks out of some of the wood that we have in the garage to use it up and be. We've actually had, before we started filming, let's go outside then. Before we actually started vlogging, and we moved to Norquay, in our first house when we moved to Canada, we built a wooden squat rack. And it worked perfectly. I'll see if I have a picture of it. I don't think we do. And in the garage, it would work perfectly for what we kind of need it for. We're gonna potentially build 2 foldable squat racks out of wood so that we can basically work out at the same time. Matthew and I have been going into the gym because we are lucky enough to have a gym downstairs. We've still been going into the gym on a night. Obviously the past couple of days he's been building this coffee bar. We haven't, but it's nice to kind of work out together, have somebody there to motivate, to push you. But Matthew and I can't do the same movements Like, we both can't squat at the same time. We've been kind of benching at the same time, and he has to do his shoulders seated, and I have to kind of push press mine. So having a gym space in the garage would be massively helpful right now. So we're potentially going to build a couple of squat racks in the garage so that we can do some snatches and clean and jerks and do some handstands and stuff like that. It is really snowing. He's been home for like 10 minutes. Where have you been? Where have you been? He's been home for hours. It's Dad, it's home. It's Dad. He's been home for like half an hour.
Have you been asleep? Were you asleep? You were asleep. You were wet.
He was outside before he came home.
Oh, there's a cut there.
Was there a colour?
Well, it's a small. I know enough is small, so you can't try it on. If it fits you, it's yours.
Sweet, free clothes.
Will you get some gloves?
Sweet, free gloves. I do love free clothes. I'm following you. I'm following you.
You gonna try it?
Whose coat was it?
Well, no idea. It was just it's in the closet, and obviously we're painting it.
Flannel.
This is Columbia, is it? Or? It's 3x3.
Sweet.
So. Kind of in line with me. 5.5. Don't pull just yet. That's where if you had one rack that was basically right tight to that door, rack that like there,
And then one rack.
and one rack over
There.
the window.
2 racks.
Yeah. See now that would mean that that unit's got to disappear. Originally, like the plan was that this side would disappear, that side disappears, then this can go over there. But if you're doing a rack over here,
That side would have to.
you're going to be, 1.5 foot.
Yeah, you kind of need it to
It's
just.
gonna be very close.